Move it down some.
You can do that one too.
The best radio station.
Oh, yeah.
Brotha Trav presents Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to another brand new spanking episode of Brotha Trav presents Hidden Gems Live. Yes, indeed, we are here at Bottom Line Studios on another beautiful Sunday afternoon between the hours of 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is when we just bring to you 2 hours of dope, fat music and also stimulating conversation. We're going to be having a really good lineup today of really good music. My queen sister-in-law is here. She's my co-pilot.
Greetings, everyone around the world.
Yeah, and so
Yes.
sister-in-law, what kind of flavors you got on deck for us today?
Okay, well, as usual, I have different flavors. Of course, we will be going around the world to start today. And then, of course, I love dub music, reggae, roots rock reggae. So we're going to get into that for a little bit. And then I'm introducing a couple of new artists today. And so hopefully you can stick around and check that out as well.
Okay. I got a little sample of the international music that you're going to be starting us out with today. And it definitely was something that got my blood flowing. So I can't wait to hear that.
Great.
Also, as we do every Sunday, which has now become a tradition, is we've also, when we're doing our live shows, we've also included a topic of the week. And we've got a very interesting topic of the week this week, and we're going to go ahead and let you know what that topic is already. The topic of the week today is the open mic and its relevance among today's artists. The open mic and its relevance or irrelevance, for that matter, for today's artist. Is the open mic something that's necessary for an artist today? Is it something that's desired for an artist today? Is it a road that the artist should even go down today? It's a waste of their time. This is what we're talking about today. So we're challenging you to chime in with us. You can chime in right on our Facebook live feed. Also, feel free to call in live, and we'll have your conversation played over the air. 706-955-4802. That's 706-955-4802. I'm your host for today. My name is Brotha Trav, the God Brother, and my queen sister-in-law. We represent a company called Uprise Enterprise, which puts on entertainment shows throughout the area. We also are performers. We also promote and host events and things like this. So arts is our field. That's our expertise, and that's where we're looking to connect with fellow creatives and fellow enthusiasts of arts.
Right. And so we definitely would like to network with you. So do keep up with us. You can reach out to us at Uprise Enterprise on Facebook, also at upriseenterprise@gmail.com. And we also have a Twitter page for the Hidden Gems Show. All you got to do is search for Brotha Trav at Hidden Gems. And so with us networking, we definitely had last couple of weeks had some interesting experiences. Yes,
for sure.
As you stated, we are artists, and we had an opportunity to open for the Julie Dexter in Atlanta, Georgia, for My Legends Rock, and we had a great time. In fact, Julie will be our hidden gem. She inspired me to add her to the hidden gem feature for the week. So I do look forward to sharing some more about our experience over the weekend, and also sharing and introducing Julie to some of you.
Right, absolutely. And so we're looking forward to just having a really good time with you guys today. If you're on board with us on Facebook Live, please hit that share button, hit the likes, hit the hearts. Let everybody know that we're getting ready to blast off over here.
That's right.
Taking this thing to outer space. But what do you think, Sister Law? You got to take on that real quick. The open mic, just yes or no. You think it's something that's relevant?
Very relevant. Very, very relevant. I can't wait to get into the topic today.
Absolutely. I think it's something relevant and necessary, and I think it's something that's going to always be a part of what artists do.
That's right.
All right. But thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in with us today. And we're going to go ahead and kick it off with this international set of dope music. I'm your host, Brother Trav, and this is Sister Law with Brother Trav Presents Hidden Gems Live. Peace.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Round Here Radio.
Brother Trav Presents Hidden Gems.
That was perfect. I was like, go ahead, Brother Trav.
I know what I'm doing.
You do know what you're doing. You're a pro.
Peace, brothers and sisters. How y'all doing out there in Facebook land?
Greetings, Facebook. We're actually connecting a different way here. So let us know how you can view us. Are we clear? Can you hear us?
Yeah, we got you on our laptop today, and on our end it looks all black and white, and it looks like it's pixelating. So let me know if this is a clear picture for you. If not, we'll go back to the Android connection. See, we got my man Hot Sauce on deck today. He said he got hot wings and cauliflower hot wings. Man,
it's much better than this screen over here. Maybe we need to adjust the way
contrast of what we're seeing.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. All right, but yeah, man, I'm telling you, Brother Epps, you're gonna have to send us some of those wings you be cooking over there, man. Some of that food that you be brewing up over there in Virginia.
Chicken or fish.
Ship it. They shipping food today. I mean, can we overnight?
Yeah, they are shipping food.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, we can overnight some hot food. That'd be
overnight some hot food.
Okay, so y'all hear us loud and clear. Good. What's going on, Mr. Davis?
Yes, my family right there. Malik Davis, Sister Wendy Davis. That's what's up, man. We appreciate y'all for the hospitality this weekend.
Yes,
up there in the
much love. Thank you so much.
Yeah, showing love from the little A to the big A.
We had a chance to not only rest but also fellowship with some beautiful people this weekend, the Davises.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I adopted a godson.
Yeah, you got a godson now.
I know, right?
That's what's up.
Yay.
That's what's up. But family, out there in Facebook land, tell me what y'all think on this situation. Think about the open mic. That's what we want to talk about today. So is the open mic something that's relevant for artists today? If you're an artist, are you looking to be on an open mic, or is this something that is not really in your focus today because you're looking for paid gigs? See, open mics don't pay. They don't pay the open mic artist. And maybe for some artists, that's an issue.
Well, they shouldn't go to the open mic. They expect to get paid. Because most open mics are not charging at the door, or they're charging a minimal
very
fee.
Small fee.
Right. But there's so many different advantages of the open mic. And so
you're at a level where you think you're supposed to get paid.
You shouldn't be doing open mic. But let me tell you, Trav been doing this for 20 years and he'll still do open mic. He has new material. Like, there's reasons to be on open mic.
An open mic is exactly that. It's an
open mic. And it's voluntary.
It's an open mic, and you know what? It's a service. It's a service that somebody is providing to the community. Saying, okay, I'm going to provide this service for you, is to give you a platform.
Artists look at open mics as a stage. It's not a stage. It's an open mic. That's a chance for you to fine tune your craft.
True.
Right, that's when you go build your fan base. That's when you go, if you mess up, it's okay, because somebody else is going to do the same thing then.
So I don't know if you hear Mr. DJ Swag over here. He's actually saying, like I was stating earlier, the open mic is for you to go and groom yourself, right? It's an opportunity to
test
display
out
new
material.
pieces.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
I use it for that purpose. I've been performing for a really long time. But whenever I write a new piece, and if I'm booked for a big show, I rather kind of not do that piece for the first time in front of a big audience on a big stage. I'd rather kind of go out to an open mic show and work the kinks out, because usually, you know, that first performance in front of people on the stage, it's not flawless.
No,
you know?
never.
You got some flaws in it. You know, I don't care if you sit at the house and rehearse in front of the mirror 100 times, man. But when you get on that stage in front of people, even if it's just 5 people, it's totally different.
On stage, looking out at the crowd, vice looking up
it could
at
change.
the performer, it's totally different.
Totally different.
Right.
And one of these things that I'm finding out here as a promoter is today's artists. I don't want to use the blanket statement, but for a lot of today's artists, that's the skill and the craft that they need to hone, is the performance. You know, they're studio artists. They're artists that just spend a lot of time in the studio recording track after track after track, and they don't do a lot of shows. And when they come out to shows, it shows that they don't do a lot of shows.
Right.
Artists, really, they don't understand. It's not the music that makes them. Anybody can go in the studio and make great music.
Right.
But how's your brand? How's your stage performance?
Right.
Are you yelling over your own vocals, or just had them take your vocals out, and you're performing and you're dancing and you're interacting with the crowd, you're controlling the crowd.
Right.
All of that is on stage. You just having a hot song and on stage walking back and
forth with the mic.
With the mic.
Cuffing the mic.
Holding yourself. It's nothing.
And you might be saying the words, because there's a lot of lip syncing going on.
Because you on stage with Balenciagos, you know what I'm saying, and Gucci and Fendi, and you got you iced out.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Like, there's more to being on stage than just Milli Vanilli and your hot summer.
Right.
There's more to it.
Absolutely.
And artists miss that, which is why at open mics you're not supposed to get paid.
You're not supposed to get
Not
paid,
supposed
right? Yeah, we're not there yet.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like
that material is not there yet. Even if you think that you're there yet, and you think that you're a featured artist and you are supposed to get money when you walk into an establishment, then okay. If you really feel that way, just don't go to the open mic to expect to get paid. It's not going to happen, especially when the open mic is not paying. If they're not charging enough to pay each artist that get on the stage. But I don't want to get too far into that, because that'll cross us over somewhere else.
Well, we want to
backtrack.
we want to have some of this conversation on air as well. So we're talking to you right now, Facebook fam, but you know, on the app here, they're just hearing the music that's played. But we want some of you guys to chime in with us. You know, wherever you're listening from, chime in and weigh in on this conversation. What do you think about the open mic? Because obviously everybody doesn't have the same opinion, even though I see a lot of people saying they agree with the open mic. So obviously there's some people that don't agree with the open mic. So I want your take on it, your perspective on it. One of the aspects that has been said is, in the past, it was a place where artists could go get discovered, but not so much anymore. And so that's no longer a reason to do the open mic.
Even then, the problem then, with artists getting discovered, that means that people were being invited out
to discover. That's a showcase.
Artists, they don't realize that nobody's inviting regular people out to these artist showcases.
Right.
If a venue says, hey, we're having an open mic, and they promote it to the artists,
which usually that's what they do, because they want open micers to come.
Exactly. Artists, it's up to you to promote it to the people, to get people there. Mm-hmm. What most artists do is promote it to other artists.
Right.
No.
Right.
You promote it to other people.
Right.
And that's something that Brother Capri just stated. He said we need to promote open mic more proactively, which we don't.
Yeah, because you know what? I mean, if I was coming up, and I'm still coming up. But if I know that I'm gonna be somewhere on an open mic show, man, I'm gonna promote that show as if it's my show.
Well, if you're the
You know what I'm
featured,
saying?
especially, yes.
I mean, even if I'm not the feature, I might make a flyer and put my face on it just to push it out there and be like, I'm performing at such and such a place on such and such a date.
And that's what you're supposed to do. That's what gains you fans. That's what makes people say, "Hey, who this
They
dude?
know where you.
He
Yeah.
had the feature. He made his own flyer."
Right. It gets people's attention.
You got it out. You got it out. Not only is it on social media, but it's out in public.
Right.
Like, wow, he did.
Right.
I'm gonna go see who this is.
Right. And treat it no differently than you would a real show.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You know, the way that you practice is the way that you perform, right? And so it makes sense to go ahead and show up, dress for your stage performance accordingly. One of the guys, and we're talking to Facebook out here, so one of the guys that we're always impressed with is he's a local, I hate to use the word local, but he's in the Augusta area right now, and he's an artist named Hayes.
Okay.
You know, Hayes always shows up. He comes to the open mic shows. He performs as if he's center stage on the Miller Theater. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's going to bring his props.
Yep.
He's going to have his smoke fog machine. He's going to have his paraphernalia. He's going to be selling merch. You know, he's at an open mic show.
Right.
And all those are things you're supposed to do. I learned
if you want to grow yourself.
When I first decided I wanted to be a DJ, one of the first things another DJ told me, whether it's 1 or 100, you perform like it's 1,000.
I like it.
Yes. Each and every time.
I like
whether it's 1 or 100,
right?
You perform like it's 1,000.
Give your best.
And the reason why is because you don't want to shortchange that one that did come out. If you got one person in the audience that spent their little $10 or whatever and is sitting up there on the front row all by themselves in an empty place, that person deserves to see the best of you.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't cheat them just because you got half a house. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do a half behind job up here on stage. That's not what you want to do. But this is an interesting conversation, man. We just want you guys to take part in it. If you got a different perspective, 706-955-4802. If you agree with us, if you got a perspective on it at all, 706-955-4802. The lines are wide open right now.
Did that one start? Oh, no, that's the end of it. I forget that it does that.
What are we listening to, Sister La?
This actually is Fuli. The name of the song is called Fulani Rock.
Fulani Rock.
Fulani
Rock.
Yes.
Okay, got you.
And it's by Baba Mal. Baabamaal. And after this, we actually have a new song that we're introducing by Tony Allen. He is from Nigeria, and this is going to be called Boat Journey, and it's a very interesting piece. So you can stay tuned here. We do enjoy interacting with you on Facebook Live. But if you would like to hear the song and enjoy the songs and what's being played, go ahead and go to Round Here Radio for more ways to listen. You can actually stream, and you can also download the Round Here Radio app from Google Play. Just type in Round Here Radio, and we are on Alexa as well, Round Here Radio. Did we ever find out how the Alexa works? Please, let's do a demonstration. All right, y'all.
Can you show these people?
Yeah, we're going to do a demonstration for all of those that have Alexa. Get your Alexa, what is it called? Your Alexa device.
True.
I'm going to have to get one just so we can listen to Round Here Radio at home.
Absolutely. Round Here Radio on Sundays is actually the place to be locked in.
That's right. We have a lot of good music on Sundays. Just for this, right?
Just for this.
Okay.
Okay, this is our CEO and executive producer, Mr. DJ Swag, and he's gonna be demonstrating to us along with you how to use this Alexa device.
Yes, and so not only are we on Alexa, but we are on some streaming sites, like I stated. If you go to Round Here Radio, it shows that the site is off, down, under construction. But if you scroll down to the bottom, it'll show you ways to listen.
Ways to listen.
So let's can you hear? So we're doing a demonstration on how to use
Alexa,
and I'm gonna see if I can capture this so we can figure this thing out. Let me see. Come over.
Now I'm let it.
Okay.
Let it connect itself. Alexa. Yeah, she's still recalibrating. Come on. Alexa, play Round Here Radio.
Okay, here comes the music.
Oh!
Hey!
Just that simple.
Do that again.
It's already playing.
I know. Stop it and do it again. That's so cool. How do you stop?
Alexa, how many countries are in the world?
The world has 193 UN recognized countries.
Wow. 193? Round Here Radio's in 150 of them. Wow.
Wow. Outstanding. Okay, so simple as that. Tune in, and as you can hear,
How awesome is that?
as you can hear, they can't hear me talking to you right now because this is what they're hearing on the radio, right? So you just want to hear some of this great music.
We are now Alexa friendly. I love it.
All right. That's what's up. We moving on up like George and Wheezy, I'm telling you.
How cool is that? I know you
Worldwide. Worldwide. And as we were saying, you want to go ahead and lock that Round Here Radio in on a Sunday for real, because what we got going on Sundays here, we've got some hip hop.
Yes. So we start off at 8 to 2.
6 in the morning.
6 to 2 Eastern Standard Time every Sunday. We start off with gospel. And that is coming from One Nation Under God. They actually have that time slot. And then we come in at 2 to 4 p.m. every Sunday. Of course, we're giving you all the hidden jewels from around the world. And then we have Boom Bap. That's going to be with DJ Bizzo Beats, and the hip hop extraordinaire Selah, the Guru.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be on from 6 to 8. Am I doing the times right? 4 to 6, starting June. I believe the second week of June, right? I should know this.
No, it's supposed to be today, actually.
So today.
I hadn't heard from anybody, so
okay.
I'm not sure.
So in the future, we will be having Boom Bap right after Hidden Gems and
Hip hop for your hip hop heads out there.
After y'all show it.
Yeah.
It plays for 2 hours.
Yeah.
It's already there. Okay.
Boom Bap 4 to
All
6,
right.
and then from 6 to 8 we have the
Southern Soul.
And that's going to be hosted by no other than
Nelson Curry.
Nelson Curry will be here. Also, Mark Blackfist, Joe Nice and crew. All of them will be here. So we have good music all day on Sunday. So do keep in touch with us and give feedback. Let us know. Go to Around Here Radio on Facebook.
Yes. All right. So that last song that you just heard there was Tony Allen. That's one of those Afrobeat musicians. He's somebody that you would hear on the same context as Fela. Fela Kuti, you'll hear him on the same stage platform. But Tony Allen is his name, and you can find some really good music from Tony Allen out there.
They say it keeps buffering.
It keeps buffering.
Hello, Javonda Patrice. How are you?
You want to roll with this?
Well, mine is buffering too when I try to view it here.
Oh, so it's just the internet.
We may have to just stop it and restart. We'll see here in a little bit what happens.
I mean, that's my feed.
Yes.
I mean, you want to start a whole new.
No, let me see how long it buffs. Because usually it'll go right back out a bit. Breakdown.
Peace to everybody that's joining in with us. Peace to Brother Capri. Peace to Big Tex out there. What it do, B.O.B.? We got my man Darren Hill out there with a thumbs up. Peace, Spartan. What's good with you? We got my man Art the Artist on deck. What's up? What's up? What's up? We got the Sister Dawn Scott.
So let me see here. Are we still buffering? Because when I try to go online, it's buffering. Oh, okay. So we're doing good. We got a thumbs up. Good. Oh, so you think it's too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trav is using data.
On my phone.
On your phone, but the laptop.
No, I'm not using his data on my phone.
Yeah, you're using. That's why I said you're using data. Okay, so good. We're back. And so if you have an opinion on today's topic, on the relevancy of the open mic, please do give us a call at 706-955-4802. We would love to have a discussion with you. Call in live and be on the air. And so how is everyone doing today? It's so beautiful out. I love Sundays. Sundays is like my favorite day of the week. I get to have time with my husband. I get to come and enjoy providing music to you here on Hidden Gems. Also, you get to see
some rest and relaxation.
Yes, rest and relaxation.
R&R.
To get started for the week here.
That's right. Can't discount the R&R.
Right. Hello, Charlissa.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out with us on this Sunday afternoon at Brother Trav Presents Hidden Gems. Yes, indeed. I'm your host. My name is Brother Trav, the God Brother, and I'm here with my co-pilot and queen for life. Her name is Sister La.
Greetings, everyone around the world.
All right. Sister La is our selector here, or she likes to use our master selector.
The master selector, that's right, get it right.
Here at Brother Trav Presents Hidden Gems. So, Sister La, tell the people what they just heard.
Okay, well, we started out with Worldwide Groove, as we usually do at the start of the show. We just ended with Yemi, and this song was called Africa. And if you listen to those words there is no place like Africa. There is no place like home. And so before then, we were listening to Tony Allen, one of our favorite Nigerians, and that was Boat Journey. Right.
And the Tony Allen, that's someone who makes Afrobeat music.
Right.
Afrobeat music, and you would hear Tony Allen in the same reference that you would, Fela Kuti. You'll see him on some of those same platforms. So look up Tony Allen. That's TonyAllen Allen. Just got some really good music. If you like horns, horns in his music, for sure.
Right. All right. Before that, we were listening to Fulani Rock. That's by Baba Mal. And then we started out with Le Nubian.
Very good.
Yeah, I did it. Okay.
You did it.
And that was Maketa. That's like one of my favorite tracks from that group. It's two sisters. You should go look them up. That's LESNUBIANS.
Right. And what has become a tradition here at Hidden Gems is we always open the set with the international music. We do acknowledge that we are now joined by over 150 countries.
Right, 150.
Got 150 countries plugged into this stream right now, listening to the sound of my voice and also the wonderful jams that we're playing every Sunday. And so we want to give them a treat
Right.
And so we start off with the international music.
Got to make it around the world.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes.
How many listeners do we have right now, Sister La?
Well, according to Mr. DJ Swag, we are averaging 200,000 listeners.
200,000?
Yes. And I'm so excited about the growth here at Round Here Radio. We want to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sharing with others and letting your friends know about us. And coming back again, week after week. We really do enjoy you as well.
Right. We do appreciate the support.
Right.
And now with that being said, that we're broadcast to 150 countries, over 200,000 listeners. If you are an indie artist, we have a platform for you. And so if you'd like your music played on this platform, it's possible. We can work that out.
Yes.
It's happened for others and it can happen for you.
Just reach us at upriseenterprise@gmail.com. You can also visit Facebook at Uprise Enterprise. And you can go to Twitter. We are now on Twitter. Brotha Trav, Hidden Gems. BROTHATRAV. Hidden Gems.
Right. But what they need to do is they need to get one of their MP3 tracks. So just, choose a song. If you're an artist out there, choose one song, whatever song you're pushing right now, whatever song you think may be the hottest in your repertoire. Send us that song, send it, or maybe it's just one that you feel like it might fit this format.
If I like it, I'll play it.
Right, and if Sister Law, the master selector, likes it and it makes the cut. Also, we want to make sure that it's radio friendly. And so make sure you've got that radio edit. If you got the 4-letter select language in there, we're not going to bother about trying to delete it. Sure. Delete the curse words. We're just not going to play that song. So send us something clean, man. Good, wholesome music.
Yes.
Indie music.
All right. And so next up, we have what I would call a dub groove set. So if you like roots rock reggae, you're going to love this set. You like roots rock reggae?
Oh, yeah. We're doing some roots reggae.
That's right.
And so that reminds me to say big ups, shouts out, happy born day to the one and only Malcolm X.
That's
celebrating
right.
Born Day this weekend.
Yes. Y'all sit back, enjoy Hidden Gems.
Download our free mobile app available for Android.
All right. So thanks so much for everyone tuning in. I see you, Juice. Hello, how are you?
We got a caller.
Yolanda.
We got a caller.
Hello, caller.
Hey, Pete.
What's going on? Who's calling? Hello? Lost them. If you can call back.
I think they're still there. Are they still there?
No, it looks like it disconnected. Oh, okay. Hello? Can you hear us? Now it went away.
If you're interested in chiming in on the conversation today, I see Stephen Reed. He's sharing something on there, but he's not following our instructions.
Hello? Caller,
are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, this is Dawn.
Hi, Dawn. How are you?
Dawn Scott in the house.
Hi.
Peace.
Hi. How you doing today?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment on the topic.
Okay, and so Dawn,
Can I say AGLL here?
yes, and so Dawn, we're not on the air yet, but we do want you to chime in. You don't mind holding for us?
Okay.
We got more. We got
What's
a lot
that?
more music.
You got a bunch of music.
What? Just these two in this segment, right? I thought you took out the Bob Marley.
You cannot leave me here like that.
Okay.
You gotta kill me, Andy.
So, if you don't mind, how long is this set? 10? We're gonna be back on the air in 7 minutes, Dawn.
Okay, that's fine. I'm right here right now anyway, so I can just put the phone on speakerphone and we guys pick up our still here.
That'll
Okay,
work.
thank you. Because we would love to hear you chime in. Thanks so much.
Yep. If you're interested, Okay, thank you. If you're interested in chiming in, again, 706-955-4802, 706-955-4802. The conversation today is the open mic. Is it relevant for today's artist?
Mhm.
Is it something that if you're an artist, are you checking for these open mics, or are you not checking for the open mic? Is the open mic instrumental? Is it helpful? Is it useful? Is it just a way? Is it some evil scheme among promoters and club owners to get your money and not pay you what you deserve?
What? Most definitely not. That's for sure.
Right. Stephen Reed, I see what you're saying there. Yeah, MP3, send an MP3 version of whatever song that you're trying to send us. The best place to send it would be upriseenterprise@gmail.com. upriseenterprise@gmail.com. That's UPRISE enterprise all together. 2 E's there in the middle at gmail.com. Send us your MP3 version of your song. Radio friendly. Get that thing on the air.
All right, I just posted the email there, so if you can copy and paste. Did I spell it right?
Yes.
Like, did I spell that right?
Right. So weigh in right here on the Facebook Live as well. I mean, what do you think? I don't think I can. I'm scrolling up and down here. You can, though.
I can. I'm looking right at it. Let me make sure my phone is charging though.
Anybody got anything interesting to add to this conversation?
Brotha Trav presents.
What do you think about the open mic?
Sure.
Any artists out there? I know some artists are joining us.
Well, like we were talking earlier, I really believe that it's a perfect place for an artist to groom, to get prepared. A lot of artists aren't on the same level. A lot of artists aren't ready to be featured artists and travel and do that thing on their own, and they're grooming themselves to be that great artist. And so you need a platform to do so. The open mic is the best way. Most times it's a light crowd. It's a crowd full of artists and arts advocates, arts lovers. And so they're there to encourage you, help you, give you feedback on your new pieces, and so even the aged artists, the seasoned artists takes advantage of the stage at the open mic, trying out new pieces, getting feedback on whether you should even continue with that project. So many different advantages. It is voluntary, like you don't have to do it. And most open mics, they're open to you doing a couple pieces depending on what night they have, if it's a slow night or not. So it gives you an opportunity to just go ahead and perform, practice.
Mm-hmm.
You use that platform to practice.
Practice makes perfect, for sure. No, perfect practice makes perfect.
Right. So because you have to practice the way that you are going to perform.
You got to perfect
right.
the craft.
Right.
And give it the same energy that you would, when you're a feature on a show. Give it the same energy. Don't go out and halfway do something because it's just an open mic. One of the things that's also an advantage that I just thought of, Sister La, is a lot of times that's where the networking happens.
True. It is.
I've gone to open mic shows and, maybe met a producer that was able to produce a track for me in the future. Maybe it was somebody who is also a promoter or a venue owner at another place, or maybe this same venue does paid gigs too on other nights.
Right, and that gives you an opportunity to get a gig based off of you performing at the open mic, and that's if you have the talent, to do so.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely think it's an advantage for the new and the seasoned artists for sure. Like Stephen Reed is saying, the open mic is a major tool to enhance your craft.
Absolutely,
yes.
Stephen. Yes,
yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Can't discount the open mic, man. That's where we get our start, man. There's no school for this thing. You know what I'm saying?
You also can be inspired by someone else on the open mic. A lot of people come not just to enhance their talent, but to share. So sometimes you can find it to be a verbal therapy session
especially
at these open mics,
especially
right?
for poetry.
Right.
You know,
Especially for poetry.
Spoken word.
It's art, right?
Yeah, and it's expression. Because a lot of times,
Expression.
What a poet has written is kind of to be shared among close, intimate people, and not at that place that has the drunk folks who are out mingling, and you know what I'm saying?
So it could be therapy for not just the artist that's performing and sharing their work, but also therapy to someone that may be in the audience. You know, they can relate to what's being said, and that could be a therapy for them.
Okay, check out this track right here. It's my latest piece, I'm Running, by Brotha Trav. I think I performed this piece first live on an open mic show in front of maybe about 6 or 7 people.
Actually, you performed an open mic a couple of times before he actually presented it as a featured piece. Yes.
And once those 6 or 7 people responded favorably, I kind of knew I had something, you know? And it's just a dreamers about Lexus coupes, big body beamers. Turn that one up a little bit, Swag. My mind's running. Oh my God, the time's running out. I have no doubt. Matter of fact, I feel with doubt. I'm filled with fear. It's seeming like the end is near. The end is near. The end is here. Headline news instills that fear. Terror. Clever terrorists waving false flags and spreading myths on CNN and Fox News. And we still NBC. And we still 3/5 and tote 4/5 and smoke back spliffs and throw back fifths by the bottle, model chicks. We VIP and we taking pics and we making flicks. And you see these kicks? My mind's racing, my legs kick. I'm running, while my people stunting. We shining bright, and we quite a sight, and we like to fight, but to whose delight? You're listening to the sounds of Brotha Trav, the God Brother, my latest creation right here. I'm running. Big ballers, chronic consumers. We off the chain, we're illusions. Outside we flavorful, but inside we hollow. Yours is mine by any means necessary, beg, steal, or borrow. My mind's racing, and it's all about race. Keeping people in a proper place. Life is a race, survival of the fittest. Now witness this new Jim Crow. Now go. Go to YouTube and check out my 2 videos for this track right here. Just go into YouTube, put Brotha Trav, BROTHA, Trav, TATRAV. Put in I'm Running, IMRUNNIN, no G on the end.
Yeah, you gotta have everything different, huh?
Yeah.
Spelling nothing right.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm running. At no point in the song, in the track, do I say I'm running.
You do not.
Definitely running and not running.
Knowledge and arms, we taking them up. The giants been sleeping,
but we waking them up.
We run fast, but we run faster. We pistol Pete.
Sister Law gonna share with you the links on this thread right here. We got 2 separate videos for this, a regular version and an extended version. Video was also nominated for people's what kind of award? Indie Music Award, Indie Film Award.
Right, the actual video. Can you make her?
Saturday, June 16th, and the doors better from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Then join us Sunday at Bay Park from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the annual Juneteenth Augusta Festival.
Don, you with us?
Be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend.
Hello?
Okay, just one moment.
We'll be with you in a minute.
Okay. All right.
We're back.
Yes, indeed. We are back on the air. We've just got done listening to some more hot jams right there. We had some dub reggae music, Sister La.
Yes, we did. And then we ended that set with Brotha Trav. That was called I'm Running, one of his latest pieces. And
that was me.
That was you.
That was me. Wow.
I hope you
Talented
enjoyed that.
fella there.
Very
He's
much
got
so.
quite a way with words.
That's right. All right. And so we got a caller that is going to join in on our topic today. Our topic is the open mic. Is it relevant to today's artists? And on the line with us, we have Miss Dawn Scott from Augusta, Georgia. Hello, Dawn. How are you?
Hey, you guys. How are you?
Yeah, we're doing great. Thank you so much for calling in. And so we see that you are following us on Facebook Live. I'm so glad you were able to call in. And so what is your perspective, your opinion on the open mic?
I believe that it's pertinent for artists, whether you're up and coming or like me, moving to a new city and you don't really know anybody, but you have this art that you want to express. The open mic is a place where you can do that. Like the last time that I've been on the open mic, on a stage was 2013. That was when I was in California.
Okay.
So that was a long time before I got to get on the stage. And when I got here, the first open mic I went to was at King's Lounge or Night's Lounge or something like that. And even though it wasn't a large crowd, I still did what I do because that's what I needed. You know what I'm saying? I needed that stage. So a lot of artists, they could, if they're true to what they're doing, they need that open mic. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if it's $5, $10, $15, and that's what they're trying to do, or that's where their heart is. They're going to use that stage. So I think it's definitely necessary.
Right, because creators create, right?
Period.
And they're going to create whether they're getting paid or not, right? And so we have the need to want to display our art once we, while we're working on it, and also when we're done with the art. So thank you so much for calling in. I do appreciate your input on today's show. Thank you so much for following us and keeping up with us as well. Thank you. And so did you have anything else to add today?
No. You guys are awesome.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see you at the next open
mic. And Dawn, you're a small business owner as well. We're going to be doing a special. We're going to be doing a special on some sponsorship packages for small business owners. I mean, really small pricing. And so, stick around and find out details on that.
Okay, let's go. Definitely. Shout out to the Get Right Project Juice one there.
All right. There you go. Have a great day. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much for hanging out with us on this Sunday afternoon. I'm your host, Brotha Trav, God Brother, and
this is Sister La.
Right, and you're here for another episode of Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems. And this is the place in which we just play 2 hours of dope indie music. And so there's not just one genre. One of the hashtags that we like to use is no boxes, no labels. You know, hashtag no box, hashtag no labels, because that's one of these things, you know, for this particular show, it could fit under any genre list because it includes several different genres.
It does. And so I wanted to read off a comment from one of our Facebook Live followers here today, Anastasia, my goddaughter. Hello. She is in Waynesboro, Georgia today, celebrating a new birthday. Okay. All right. And so she is saying that I love opportunities that performing at places that held an open mic. I'm a poet and a comedian, and I had to get my feet wet to find out what people expected and what they didn't. The big stage will come later. At this moment, open mic is where it's at. All right. Thank you so much, Anastasia, for your comment here. But I do agree. We need to get our feet wet, right? We need to be able to have the opportunity to grow. we also need to be able to groom ourselves on that stage as well to prepare us. You know, just like I stated earlier, when you have new work that you're working on, sometimes you want to know if you're going in the right direction, how it's being received. And so during that time while building that piece, you can go to the open mic and get your feedback. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for some more great music at Hidden Gems.
This is Round Here Radio.
Good job.
All right. That was great. Well, thank you so much, Anastasia. You got to come out. We got to see what you're working on, especially with that comedy there.
Oh, she's doing comedy?
That's what she put.
Anastasia, you doing comedy?
Yes. We got a chance to hear some of that poetry.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm an artist. I'm a poet. And I just say big ups to any comedian.
Right.
Because that's not an easy way to make a life right there. That comedy, because I'm telling you, like if I get on the stage and I do a poem and they ain't feeling it, they just ain't gonna clap or they just ain't gonna snap. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a comic and they don't laugh, that's kind of like insulting. So you don't want to be that comedian that gets up there and does a whole set and there ain't no crack. Ain't no smiles cracked.
Right. You definitely want to try that type of material out. You know, you want to have some kind of audience. So the open mic is your built-in audience. You know, you don't have to try to go find mom and pop and the cousins and everything to sit and try it out on them. But you can just go to an open mic, right?
Absolutely.
And work with your fellow artists and art lovers.
We got a comedian on deck right here, Mario Taylor.
Hello, Mario.
He's a Facebook comedian. I think he needs a stage.
I see his emojis here.
Yeah, that's what he makes people do all day. Laughing with the tears coming out. Yeah, that's him. Peace to everybody out there, man. What are y'all doing this evening after the show? What are you doing now? Chime in. Are you cooking dinner? Are you just lounging around, laying on the couch? Are there any NC or NBA basketball games going on right now? Is there golf being played? What's going on? We've been on the road the weekend, man, so I feel like
last couple of weekends.
And kind of out of the loop a little bit. But yeah, we had a great time the past couple of weekends here. Got to get on the road, take advantage of opportunities to just get away.
Even if it's for a day.
Even if it's right up the street.
Right.
I mean, even if it's a staycation. We've done that before.
Yeah, we know how to do staycations.
I mean, you know, you actually
you don't need any money.
I mean, actually, like where you get a room locally.
Right.
You know, go get a room locally and kind of like disconnect. The only issue with trying to do a staycation locally, if you're kind of like people know you, then you'll be confined to your room that whole weekend. Because
like this one time, it was our anniversary, and we were going to stay local, and we got us a really nice room.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we stepped out the room. Then we went to a restaurant, and it was our anniversary. And everybody knew it was our anniversary. They saw it on Facebook. They came and sat down. And they didn't eat with us. I wanted to eat.
Yeah,
They sat and talked.
Yeah, we were just kind of like...
No fun. It wasn't romantic at all.
It may have been romantic, but it definitely wasn't private, for sure.
It wasn't romantic.
Yeah, so, you know, get away, even if that's right 40 miles up the road, something like that. Dawn Scott, yeah, she's at the Get Right Barber and Beauty Salon. Go see her if you're in the Augusta area.
That's on Tobacco Road.
You working on a Sunday? That's what's up. No sleep. Get to the paper.
She braiding that hair. Can you turn this one up? I want this to play. Let us know how you feel about the music.
It's a good jam right here.
This is some of the new music that put in the lineup today.
Shouts out to the band of brothers. I just did a successful event yesterday with the RBG Day Party, which was a fundraiser. Thank you for anybody who participated, anybody who bought a raffle ticket, one of those $10 raffle tickets for that 55-inch TV. We noticed that it's not here in the studio anymore.
Somebody got it.
Somebody took that thing home. And that's what's up. Congratulations to you. But all this is working our way towards Juneteenth, which is June 17th or 19th?
June the 17th.
Okay, yeah, there's Juneteenth event that's going to be out in May Park here in Augusta, Georgia. You just heard the commercial if you listen to our show on air. But we are also accepting sponsorship as well. And so if you're interested in being a sponsor for our Juneteenth event, basically you can do that by being a vendor, or you could just donate. But go to Juneteenth Augusta at gmail.com. Also Juneteenth Augusta on Facebook, or Band of Brothers Augusta on Facebook if you're interested in helping provide support for us, because what we do is provide support for the rest of the community. It's one of those things to where you can actively participate in giving back to your own community, because what we're doing with any funds that we receive is actually go and provide services to our own community. We've fed, been out there feeding unfortunate people. We've been out there feeding students. We've been out there feeding people who are just in a rut right now, maybe down on their luck. We've also made some really big donations to some charitable causes. And we're just helping out wherever needed. We've got 11 fine gentlemen out here that's part of the Band of Brothers group, and just good guys doing good things for the community. So please continue to support us as Band of Brothers Augusta.
This right here is Remy. This is called Lose Sleep, REMI.
Lose Sleep. This is some of that mellow hip hop flavor, right?
It is. One of the new pieces.
Mario Taylor says, look what Mario Taylor says right here.
We definitely need an open mic in Augusta, and we have some. We have more than a couple.
Yeah.
We have to go and support them to make sure they're ongoing, because even though it's no challenge for the open mic, you still need people to be there and attend them.
Right. And so if you're not familiar with the open mics in this area, in the Augusta, Georgia CSRA area, we suggest that you join the Augusta Entertainment and Arts page or something like that.
Arts and Entertainment.
Arts and Entertainment page. Also, what's Wesley's page name? We'll share with you a couple of links. I'll get that information to you, Mario, because there's always open mics going on here in the area. Downtown on Broad Street is where they're mostly located.
Yourself, you prefer to sit on a Chesterfield lounge while microwaving a meal by McCain.
Make sure it's still not buffering.
So when they say too deep, I say product of reality, you're too deep. Cause I'm just using ideas and new space to get up to speed. Shit. Only those that don't read between the lines abuse this. Therefore, I don't lose sleep, cause I'm well aware there's a world that we're living in. The dark days of history, yeah. Time will manifest. The endless possibility. Cause the endless possibility. Open your eyes to see. The world is darker than it seems. So keep dreaming on.
I keep saying this.
Dreaming on. Love is the crazy.
Do we need to start it over?
Come on.
So, if y'all, anybody that's tuned in right now, can you let us know if it's are we buffering? Can you hear? Can you see?
Is your link working, Johnny? Mine says cannot play video. Stop playing.
It's time for us to come on back.
Brother Trav presents Hidden Gems on Round Here Radio. Keep it locked.
All right. Thank you very much for still continuing to hang out with us on this beautiful Sunday afternoon here at Bottom Line Studios. And this is Brother Trav presents Hidden Gems Live. And I say beautiful Sunday afternoon, even though it's a little overcast out there in our area. It's not the bluest of skies.
But it's Sunday. So it's all good.
I just say, they're all beautiful because it's all necessary.
Right. Okay.
You can't enjoy the sun if you've never experienced the rain.
That's right.
And
we got plenty of rain this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just metaphorically speaking as well. That relates to life. When we say give thanks, we're giving thanks for both the good and the bad, because that's something that is necessary. It's one of those things that are the balance of life. It's the yin and the yang. You can't just expect all good.
That's right.
But you can focus on the good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way to continue to generate more good is by focusing on that good part of it. We're going to not look at the glass and say it's half empty. We're going to be optimistic about it,
right,
and say that it's half full. Right. And in fact, we're going to be more optimistic about it and say, you know what, my glass may be half full.
And it's running over.
The reality is that it may be half full, but my words are saying that my cup runneth over.
That's right. That's right.
Because we're speaking things into existence for sure.
Yeah. And so to get back to our topic today, we did have a caller, Dawn Scott, and she was calling to let us know how, she's new to the area and she has been able to network and brush off some cobwebs,
meet some good friends,
meet some really beautiful people here in the area by attending open mics. And so, it definitely has its advantages, many advantages, and I do see it as being relevant. And it seems like most of the Facebook followers and callers feel the same way. I do see right now we have Mario Taylor. He's saying, I've been working and building this brand for 4 years, and I've gotten out of the loop, but it's time to return. So I've got to catch the open mic in Augusta. So you're coming back to the scene, and the best way to do that is to go to the open mic, see what's going on. If nothing else, if you feel like, maybe you should be compensated for the open mic, and you don't feel like you're above that, then you don't have to participate in the open mic, but you definitely can come and network with other growing artists. So so many different ways to take advantage of the open mic in your area.
Right. She actually used this word. She said it's pertinent.
Pertinent. That's right, she did.
She said it's pertinent. So that means that it's very important. It's necessary is what pertinent means. So I'm looking to talk to someone who has a different perspective on this question, on this topic.
Okay.
Someone out there disagree with us. And someone feel differently? Does someone feel like the open mic may be a waste of time and energy and talent. Does someone feel like maybe you are not being properly compensated as an artist, and so you feel like
you shouldn't go to the open mic. You shouldn't expect anything going to the open mic.
What I'm saying is I just want you to chime in and call if you're feeling like that, and so we can get a different perspective on it. I'm not going to tell you what you should or shouldn't do, just like I wouldn't want anybody to tell us what we should or shouldn't do.
Okay. I got it. I can dig it.
But I'm just wanting to hear your perspective. And so the lines are open right now, 706-955-4802, 706-955-4802. If you're a little shy and you don't want your voice to be heard on air, go ahead and chime in on our Facebook Live feed right now, and we'll go ahead and read your statement aloud.
All right, and so it is the time. We are at the top of the hour, and so of course it's time for the hidden gem of the week. This week we will be listening to the sounds of Julie Dexter. I'm so excited about it. I can't wait for y'all to come back so we can talk about the songs and also my experience with Julie herself. So do sit back, relax. We got 3 great hits that I'm sure you will enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in to Hidden Gems on Round Here Radio. It seems like it's not buffering. I've been hearing my voice. You playing that from your phone?
It's up front.
Oh.
Station.
I was wondering. What's going on? Say la the guru.
Jet Loud.
Mr. Jet Loud, how are you? How's the family?
Peace to the
fam. Are y'all coming in today? Are you going to be starting today? I see we also have Justice with us. Thanks for joining. Hello, Kevin. How are you?
Kid, Justice.
And so do you have any opinion on today's topic? If you do, you can drop it in and let us know.
Yeah.
Also, call us. We would love to have a caller. Okay.
Yeah, let us know what you think. We got some artists online with us right now. So KB, Kevin Bowman, Peace Man, Brother Salah, Guru, the Kid Justice. How y'all feel about the open mic, man? Let us know what you think. Chime in. How do you feel about the open mic? Is it something that is necessary? Is it something that's pertinent? Is it something that's just a waste of time and a ripoff? We're listening now to the sounds of Julie Dexter.
What you do? You went somewhere from Wasn't sure when you came back, huh?
Are you conscious?
It seems just different to not be introducing and talking about the hidden gem before they come up.
It's okay. And so right now we are playing our hidden gem of the week, Julie Dexter. This right here is called Conscious.
Beyond color, black, white, and brown. What's the shade you're in? Are you conscious of complying?
This is off the title album Conscious. Julie Dexter. She is currently living here in Georgia, ATL. And she is from Birmingham, England. She's probably been here for about 10, 12 years now. So she's made Atlanta her home. When we come back on air, we're going to talk a little bit about her and learn a little bit. But till then, do continue to stay tuned in, whether you're here on the Facebook Live or streaming on roundhereradio.com to hear the music.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. And also, if you are looking to, if you have a product, if you're a business owner and you have a product, we're looking to help ourselves grow along with you. And so we're selling some sponsorship packages that, and in which you can have your product represented here, your product or service represented here on this platform. So we've got some very good packages. Like I said, again, the station is broadcast to 150 countries, over 200,000 listeners. And so maybe this would be the platform that you need in order to get your business or service out there to the masses. And so if you're interested in doing that, please send an email directly to us. That's at upriseenterprise@gmail.com. That's upriseenterprise@gmail.com. Tell us a little bit about your business. Send us a logo or something like that, and we'll get with you, and we'll let you know what you need to do to get your product or service shared here on this platform. We've also got a comment here from one of our artists that's listening. This is the Kid Justice. He says, the open mic, a starting place for any artist. It'll help you with your stage presence. It'll get you comfortable performing new pieces of art in front of a crowd. You get honest feedback, and if the people are rocking with you, they are not rocking with you, they'll let you know.
Right.
Right.
And I think that is like the main reasons why we stated that it's still relevant. All those things that you list there, but it definitely is.
Lots of pros
great
right
place.
there.
Yeah, a great place to groom, to get comfortable, get over some of those nerves, work out the kinks. Every time I perform a piece is different. One reason is because we are performing in front of a live band, or the previous time I'll hear something or say something I think fits better, and so we're constantly changing the piece every time we perform it. So yeah, I'm all for the open mic. I think it's still relevant. I mean, we watch a lot of documentaries and go to a lot of different shows, live shows and open mics all around the CSRA, and we run into instances where we actually see seasoned artists and even what you would call legends that will still get on the open mic. They still get on the open mic. So yeah, they want to test out works that they're working on, or they just want to come and have fun,
Yeah.
So,
There's tales of there's tales out there.
Tales.
There's tales.
Stories.
Tales, yeah. There's tales out there of some really big artists that maybe someone like a James Brown or a Bob Dylan, one of these people who everybody knows, and they may have been actually on tour, but between cities or something like this, and they'll stop off at a little pub or something, and there's an open mic going, and they grab the mic and unannounced, and it's just in some smoky pub or club or whatever, and it's just, why wouldn't you? It's what we do.
Right.
As artists, is what we do.
As artists, we love to create, right? So we're going to create whether we have a gig, a paying job for it, whether we're compensated for it, we're still going to create. Just like we as creatives love to create, we also love to display our art. So having the platform for the open mic allows you to display your art, right? You don't want to create something that you think is a masterpiece or your best work up to date and then put it in the closet or leave it in a notebook. You definitely want to share with others, right? So open mic is that platform to do so.
Right. Kevin Bowman is also out here responding as well. He's also in agreement with us. I think the open mics are a great tool to have for artists up and coming. It allows people to get a good feel for what you may have to offer. Sometimes I have a hard time fully getting into a good feel for the artist via CD and MP3. So sometimes, yeah, you're absolutely right. You get a totally different feel for that artist when you see them performing live,
right? As
opposed to just getting a CD or a digital recording, right? He also says it helps the artist get a feel for what's trendy at that time and generally what the masses want to hear. Yeah, because you're going to learn by not just what it is that you're doing on the microphone, but you're going to learn from what the others are doing on the microphone as well. So we see lots of pros, lots of positive reasons for an artist to get on the open mic, but we do know that there's some people out here who feel differently, and I'm searching for that person or persons who don't agree with the rest of us. Still listening to the sounds of Julie Dexter. It's the IC Colors. What's the name of this one?
Conscious.
It's still Conscious.
Album.
Okay.
Yes. This is a live version that was done some years back, and it's about an 8-minute track. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah. All right, and so this next piece that's coming up is called Mombasa. It has a different field. Julie is very diverse. She does jazz, neo soul, and she has an island flavor to most of her music. So check out Mombasa. You hear that swing?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and if you're hanging out with us this afternoon on Facebook Live, please hit the share button. Invite some of your friends along with us. We've still got about another hour or right up under an hour left. So, got a good 45 minutes here of good music and stimulating conversation. So spread the word. Don't keep it to yourself. Don't be selfish. Spread the love. Spread the love. And most of you artists that are out here joining us right now, I know you guys from open mics. That's how we know each other, right? That's how I got familiar or acquainted with you in the first place. At these open mics. Relationships are made and built in the open mic. Because we're going to go to 4, and we're going to go to 3, and we're going to go to 2.
You made me feel like I knew it.
Brother.
Because I knew there on my down. I fell in love. Not once but twice. Now I know. If I had 2 hearts, I would go through.
Okay.
What's for dinner, Facebook family? What y'all got cooking over there? Anybody grilling out today?
I know who's possibly on the grill right now as we speak. Malik Davis, if he's still with us. I'm sure he is still grilling.
Still grilling.
Still.
Grilling again.
Grilling again. Now, this next piece that's coming up here is one of the latest tracks by Julie Dexter called New Again. Most of her music is out there in where you can purchase on iTunes and other music platforms. Also, you can go to YouTube. She has everything on YouTube from all her albums. So check that out. So I'm going to give us a little facts about her, and then maybe we can come and talk about our experience last weekend with Julie, okay? Thanks so much for joining us today. Happy Sunday, everyone. We are down here at Bottom Line Studios hanging out and playing some good music. I am your master selector on Brotha Trav Presents Hidden Gems. Right now we're playing Julie Dexter, New Again. This is our hidden gem of the week. Thank you so much. I saw some likes and loves over there. And if you're just joining us, if you have a opinion or a comment, about the open mic and its relevance, whether it's relevant to today's artist or not, do state that, or you can call in. We'll be happy to take your call at 706-955-4802. Hello, cousin. How are you? How are you?
Randy.
Yay. I hope you're feeling well today.
Yeah. Hope this music that we're playing is therapeutic for you. If you've got an Android phone, also be sure to download the Round Here Radio app.
So what's going on with the app?
Very convenient.
Have you been tuning into the app? You know, I uninstalled it and re-downloaded it, but every time I go to it, it always gives me a message to close the app and reopen again.
It does that. But what I learned, you have to power your phone off. Like you got to go in and go into all your apps and power your phone off and power back up, and it'll update that app, and it'll work right for a couple of weeks, and then you have to do it again.
Because I uninstalled it, like took it off my phone completely, and went back to the Google Play Store and downloaded it again, and it was still giving me the same thing. So I was just like, well, maybe my phone need to be updated, but I don't know.
So clear your phone cache it off all your apps, and then just power off your phone.
Why do you think that is? Because of the size? Is it because it's a small app?
I think it's a smaller app, and it just gets caught up with all the other apps, and it just start eating up memories. So you have to clear it out there once in a while. Once I started doing that, I don't have a problem.
Yeah, but you know, to try to communicate that to our seasoned listeners, like our elders. You know, it's one thing for me to even get it downloaded to their phone.
But see, that's not the only app. I got other apps on my phone that do that. So this is something I do regularly every week. I clear all my apps and restart my phone.
Okay. So we're coming back on the air here. If you have there is no open mic. Oh, we're just discussing the relevancy of an open mic, but we do have a show coming up, and we'll talk about that here soon. We're coming back up now.
All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for hanging out with us this afternoon on a Sunday. We've been playing some music by Julie Dexter, our hidden gem of the week. Sisala, you've got some interesting information about our hidden gem of the week, Julie Dexter.
Julie Dexter. She is one of my favorite artists and have been for some time now. She is originally from Birmingham, England, by way of Jamaica. Her parents are from Jamaica. And she's been living in Atlanta, I would say probably about 10 to 12 years here. But she started out with Courtney Pine, who is a jazz great in the UK, and she traveled the world with her for some time. And during that time, she was able to grow some confidence, and she used that as her open mic on. Wow. She grew some confidence and decided to go ahead and start her own project. So in 2000, she came out with Peace of Mind. And I was actually introduced to Julie Dexter through Dexterity, which came out in 2002. So followed by that album there, she came out with Conscious, which actually was something that she created with her now husband, Michael Johnson. He is a producer and a musician that is from the ATL area. So she crosses genres and borders by combining elements of soul, jazz, electronica, with some strong island vibes. So she definitely stays true to her roots with the island influence in her music. Right now, you can go out online on all music platforms. Her music is for sale. Right now, her site is down, but you can always go out to any music platform to purchase music. Also, she has music out there on YouTube, of course, that you can go out and check out a couple of those videos.
Spotify, Pandora, she's everywhere. Julie Dexter.
Julie Dexter.
Julie Dexter, Dexter.
And so some of my favorites, which I think you should check out, are some of her earlier works on the Conscious album, early 2005. Look Who's Got Your Back and Rhythm Daughter. Those are two that you would kind of hear those island influences in her music. But her topics and her pieces, they cover love, faith, race, and she does quite well with that songwriting, don't you think?
Yeah, she does. And we do know that she's an outstanding performer live as well.
Right.
We got a chance to witness that recently, right?
Yes, we did. I got to open for Julie Dexter.
Yeah, we got a chance to open for Julie Dexter.
Yeah,
a week ago. We were invited to a show in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and Julie Dexter was the feature. It was one of these afternoon shows that was at a studio.
Right, called My Legends Rock, and we were invited out by my friend Shannon Johnson. And we had a great time. Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Brother Trav.
Yeah, I mean, this is a conversation. We went out there and we opened up for Julie Dexter. We got to do a half-hour set with her band.
Right.
And so we performed in front of Julie Dexter's band at the time with some outstanding and interesting and seasoned musicians. And so that was quite an honor to know that I was playing behind or in front of a keyboardist that's just world renowned. I didn't even really realize it at the time until I went and did some research on this brother afterwards.
Okay, so you're talking about
Masiki Scales,
yes,
who's also got lots of music out there. Masiki Scales and the Common Ground Collective.
That's right. Check it out. Check it out if you're not familiar. Good stuff. Good music. Also, we're introduced by Shannon. We met Daz IQ, who is one of my favorite producers and sound engineers. So we definitely had a great time enjoying the set and watching Julie perform live as well.
Right. And you all, if you're in the Augusta area, you'll get the chance to witness a half-hour set of music and poetry by myself and Sister Law. We formed up a new thing right here that's called the Fifth Chakra, a vibration experiment. We'll tell you a little bit more about it when we come back. But right now we're getting ready to get into a new set of music, dope music in the second hour of Brother Trav Presents Hidden Gems.
Tune in to Hidden Gems with Brother Trav every Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
All right. Thank you so much for being patient with us. And so, yes, we don't have we have several open mics going on here in Augusta.
Augusta has several open mics going on.
Right. And
I just kind of want to clear that up, because when you say we, they kind of think we're going to be
Augusta. I'm Augusta. I am Augusta. But Augusta has several open mics right now that you can visit. And what I'll do here is I'll come back and tag some flyers and some locations of those open mics so you can go and visit and enjoy and perform. We do have a show coming up here on June the 8th. It will be at Icon Sports Bar. It's going to be the Marvin Gaye tribute. And that's what's going on. And that is where we will be
making our debut as
for Augusta,
the Fifth Chakra.
Because we already did it.
Making our debut as the Fifth Chakra, a vibration experiment. And so this is going to be very, very interesting. Tickets are actually, if they're not available now, they'll be available a little later this evening. I'm kind of setting up the ticket site right now. But it's just $15 in advance, $20 at the door. The Versatility Project, which this band is actually headlined by Round Here Radio's K-Love from the Community Corner. So she's the actual lead vocalist for the Versatility Project. Outstanding band, and they're going to be performing live at Icons on Friday, June 8th. 8:30 is showtime. We'll say doors open at 8. But also, what's going to be interesting in this show, other than the fact that we're opening up as Fifth Chakra, a vibration experiment, before that, you're going to see a short film. There's going to be a short film that's going to be displayed, very short, maybe about 12 minutes. But this is something that I actually have a role in. And so Be Authentic is the name of the short film. So we want to get you to come out and witness this display of arts. Beautiful display of arts. If you're like me, then Marvin Gaye is one of your favorites. I feel at times that I might kind of like be kin to Marvin Gaye, or maybe I'm just hoping, or maybe just I feel like I kind of embody the essence of Marvin Gaye, even though he was a singer and I'm a poet. But he was able to pull off that whole thing with the balancing, being conscious and, and also a sex symbol.
Right.
And he spoke about...
You think you're a sex symbol?
That's not for me to say.
You think you're a sex symbol?
That's not for me to say.
Oh.
If I said it, it just wouldn't be right. But, I could get my little wife beater if you would let me wear it.
No,
and get
you're
on the
not
stage.
wearing a wife beater, so we can continue the conversation. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Give me some skinny
That's
jeans. That's
not going to ever happen.
Give me some skinny jeans and get up there.
Swag. He can't even wear a tank to the trash can. I'm like, put on his shirt, please.
I get told that I have to put on a t-shirt.
Yes.
Yeah, put on a shirt.
Can I have something? Can I have something? That I don't have to share with anybody else. He's got some nice arms, so they mine.
But but Marvin Gaye, man, y'all should be sure to get your tickets to What's Going On, a tribute to Marvin Gaye. That's going to be June 8th, Friday. It's going to be big, big, big. We're looking forward to seeing you in the house, each and every one of you. I'll be sharing a link of that also on this same thread. So, like I said, I think the tickets will definitely be available
tonight, tomorrow, tonight.
Definitely tonight. Okay, you jump on there and the early bird catches the worm for sure. I'm not selling all of them for $15, but we'll get the first couple of handfuls out for $15, and then you might get to see some inflation.
Don, he definitely will get a spanking.
She's about to get a husband spanking.
Like, what is that?
I'm scared. We've got an interesting conversation going on today. What we're talking about in this interesting conversation and dialogue is the open mic. The open mic, is it something that's relevant to today's artists? The open mic, is it something that you're checking for as an artist? Is it something that maybe you're not checking for as an as an artist? So weigh in on the topic here, if you will. So far, throughout the whole first hour, we've had a whole bunch of people that agree with us in stating that the open mic is something that's very relevant for the artists, and it's something that they like and they love the platform, and they don't have any intention on stopping doing the open mics, even though they are now more accomplished artists. And so I'm thinking that there may be someone out there who feels opposite of this. And so if that's the fact, we want to hear your spin on it, your perspective. And so we're challenging you to give us a call. The phone lines are open, 706-955-4802, 706-955-4802. Give us a call and give your perspective. If you don't want to talk on air, go ahead and make that comment here on this Facebook Live feed, and we'll read what it is that you have to say.
Yeah, and I do see where Dawn is saying, hello, Dawn, how you doing, sis? I see where she is questioning the open mic. And I want to read it now, but I want to come back and read it again later on the air. But she's saying, I'm not an artist, so she doesn't have a dog in this fight. But I would like to know, how does an upcoming artist get paid for their work if they spend so much time going to open mics? I get that the practice and exposure are beneficial, but so is a paycheck. Ooh-wee. So we're going to let Mr. Swag talk about this, because if you're an up-and-coming artist and you're still reading off paper and you're still reading off your phone and you're still you don't know your words.
You're not quite ready.
You're not ready. Saying. Yeah, you shouldn't look to get paid. You should be on the open mic. That's what the open mic is for grooming.
Simple answer. Check this out. If you cannot go to an establishment and take a minimum of 50 people with you when you walk through the door, you don't get paid.
Okay.
That's simple. You want to get paid. When you walk through the door, 50 people who are paid to get into that open mic to see you, pay to get in.
I agree.
If they pay to get in behind you, you deserve to be paid for that open mic.
I agree.
Hands down.
And at that point, you should be a featured artist and not just an open micer.
But you have to take 50 or better every single time. They have to be willing to pay whatever the cost is.
There you go. There you go. There
not
you go.
Get in for free with you. No. They all have to pay. Not just 10, not 20. No, 50. That's the minimum. 50 paying customers.
Right. So then you know that you're guaranteed to get paid. I don't know, because you know, like you were stated earlier, I don't know who stated it, but about the venues and the promoters making all this money and they're not even charging for the open mic, or $5 at most for the open mic. But every open micer, they expect to get paid. No, that's not reality. But open mic, like I stated earlier, we've been talking all through the conversation here, you know, is a platform to groom. It's a platform to try new material. It's a platform to work out the kinks in your projects that you're working on, to see how the audience is vibing off of it.
Okay.
But if you're coming to an open mic, you just get up one day and you say, oh, I'm going to go and try out a piece, and you expect to get paid, Don, that's not a reality.
But let me also maybe shed some light on this conversation, Dawn, because we're really not sure if you quite understand. The open mic is a platform in which there's a promoter that just says, you know what, I'm going to offer this service to the community, and I'm going to host an open mic. So basically, they do whatever it took to secure a platform, which may be working out some deal with a club owner or venue when they may want to take half of the door, charge you a certain price or something like this. You work out a deal with the club owner or venue owner, and then you promote your own open mic. And so the promoter is also now at this time putting monies into creating flyers. You got leg work where you got to get out there in the streets and promote this in order for the community to know that there's an open mic going on at this place at this time. And then the artist shows up and they just get to perform in front of a captured audience that they didn't have to drum up, and display their gifts and talents in front of a crowd. And so you may have 15 or 20 artists also on that open mic show, and all 15 or 20 are not getting paid, and justifiably so. Now, I will also say this. Some open mic shows have a feature artist. And so what this is they've also selected one artist that is actually going to be the artist to get paid. Also, this artist will have a longer set. So whereas if you're doing the open mic, you're probably going to get out there and share one or two pieces. But if you're the feature artist, then you may get a whole 15 or 20 or 30 minutes to display your gift. And you would be the one that's already pre-negotiated with the venue owner or the promoter, and come to terms with whatever it is that you're going to get paid. And so that's how you would get paid at an open mic show, is to be able to become a feature for an open mic. And a lot of times the venue owner or the promoter knows who you are because you've first been an open mic performer before they ask you to be a feature.
Mm-hmm. Right. But yeah, open mic is a volunteer. You don't have to go to an open mic and perform if you don't want to. If you feel like you're past that and you don't need the stage and the platform to groom your talents, to share new works, or just to simply network, then that's a choice.
Okay, and I'm liking what you're putting here, Dawn Wilson. What you're saying, and this is the other perspective that we were kind of looking for. She says that she knows some artists that, and I'm part of her comment.
Yeah, she's saying, I know artists who don't want to open their mouths unless money is on the table for them. They won't utter a word or a note for free. Seems like they don't understand the purpose of the open mic. You are explaining it extremely well. I'll be directing them to this live feed conversation. Good. And so then Dawn says artists can bring their own merchandise if they have some and sell it. Yeah, they sure can. They sure can.
Absolutely, absolutely. And let me reiterate to that person to the artist that says they're not going to utter a word without getting paid. What I want to say to you, if you feel like that, then maybe you need to reevaluate why you're doing this.
Because creators create, right?
And I'm serious. I'm really serious about that.
Right.
Is because art, unlike any other profession, you know, if I was a mechanic, I'm going to have a love for cars. You know, I'm going to have a love for repairing cars. And while I might not be fixing your car, I'm going to be tinkering with my own car. I'm going to be fixing some cars. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that's what it is that mechanics do. They like that work.
Whether there's a car to,
you know, it's what they do. And so a performer, you know what a performer likes doing?
Performing.
He likes performing. Mm-hmm. And you can't always get a paid gig unless you've already reached that level. And so what I'm saying is one of the best ways to make sure that you get the exposure necessary and the popularity necessary to even get a paid gig is to start doing gigs for free, which that's called the open mic.
Well, before people even know you, what is your performance level? Are you performing at the rate of a featured artist? Like I was stating earlier, if you are reading off a paper and you're stumbling on words and you can't remember the next line, or you still have your vocals on your tracks, you're not ready to perform as a featured artist. That open mic there, that platform is there so you can groom yourself. Like I said before, we're repeating the same things over and over again. You're grooming yourself, you're preparing yourself, you're working out the kinks. Now you know if that piece is going to relate to the audience that you are wanting to display your art in front of. There's so many different advantages. And so I believe it's still relevant.
Okay. And Dawn still, maybe she's in communication with this person because this artist or these artists say that their talent is not worth less. It has value and they should be compensated for allowing it to be heard.
Okay.
And then if that's the case, then they should be on the level to where we want to pay.
Then those artists are saying that they can go and book any venue they want to, pay the DJ themselves.
They don't need no promoter.
And they can get however many people they want to come to the venue. If they can't do that, then they can just be quiet and pay to get inside of an open mic. Simple.
It's simple.
If they feel like they're that bigger than the open mic, and they're bigger than that, then book the venue yourself. You do everything.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I'm just saying, part of it is skill level. So if you think that part of the equation is skill level. If you think that you just that much of the bomb and you deserve to get paid all the time, then sure, that's part of the equation. The other part of the equation is your draw. Okay, and this is what Swag is saying. The other part of that equation, other than your skill level, is your draw. That's what we're talking about. Do you have a draw? And so what I mean by that is, like Swag said, if I booked you for a show and I put your name and your face on the flyer, will 50 people come to see you? Because a promoter for brand name X, people don't come off the strength of the promoter.
No.
We went to go see Anita Baker. We went to go see Anita Baker perform a couple of weeks ago, and we don't even know who the promoter was.
She didn't have a promoter.
If there was, it didn't matter to us because we knew we were going to see Anita Baker. It didn't matter who the promoter was. And so this is what we're talking about. And so if you feel like you deserve that, then obviously you've already got the following to warrant not doing an open mic and getting paid to do all shows. And that could be possible.
And that's fine.
That could be possible. But there's artists out there on that caliber, and you've earned that. You've earned that. And I guarantee you, if there's artists on that level, they put in the work. See, that's one of these things these days, Swag. the word called paying dues, a lot of these young people don't think that's valuable.
No. Yeah, and the argument is because of the internet and how things are done these days. But I get it, but you still have to have growth.
That's more.
You can't just wake up one day and say, "Hey."
Because of the internet, that's more the reason why open mics are more relevant. Anybody can go into the studio and make a song. Anybody.
Right.
Anybody. What separates you? Okay, are you doing open mics? Okay, now if you're doing open mics, okay, have you graduated to not do open mics where you're putting on your own venue and you're featuring other artists?
Right.
Have you done that? Okay, now are you going out of town and doing shows?
Right.
Are you being featured out of town? It's levels to it.
Right.
Okay.
You all just want to go right from the booth to
right. Right from the bed. I wake up one day and like I want to be an artist, and then they go and they do one piece on the open mic, reading off a paper. I see this, and then they turn around and a couple of weeks later, they're like, "Oh, y'all need to know my work. Y'all need to pay me. Don't be calling me for the open mic." And I'm like, "Wait a minute. You only been on the open mic. I only seen you one time, and you was reading off a piece of paper and couldn't even read the words that you wrote."
Right. I'm just saying.
So that's where the open mic is relevant. That's why it's relevant.
Level the playing field and say these persons are talented. Okay, say they are.
Okay, say
they are. Okay, because that's what we're talking about right now.
It's still relevant.
But listen to, I know, but listen to what Dawn says here. She's like, "Oh no, they broke. That's why they want to be paid all the time." So Dawn, what I'm saying to you is, picture this. Okay, and this has happened to you because it's happened to all of us. You get out the car at the gas station, and there's a young guy who's out there, and he's got this CD, and it's got a magic marker writing on there, a Sharpie saying, you know, whatever his name is, and he's like, hey, sis, help a brother out, buy my music for $5. Okay, you may buy his music just because you want to be supportive, but you might not buy his music because you have no idea what it sounds like. Would this artist have a stronger chance at selling CDs by doing it that way, or if he actually went to an open mic and performed and you got to hear what he sounds like and then he sold his CDs? Think about that. It's kind of like, you know, when they give away the samples when you go in the mall and the Chinese lady is like putting the chicken on the stick, the toothpick, and she's doing like this. She wants you to taste it. The open mic is that taste that you're giving us before we know whether or not we want to support.
Right. And so let's go to the other extreme. We have the accomplished and seasoned artists. You know, they still visit open mics. They still test out new works when they're, you know, in the middle of creating something and they want to know how it's going. They'll introduce it to an open mic audience just to see what the feedback. And then, you know, like Trav has done many times, he'll go to an open mic just so he can get down. He's like, I got to get this piece down, and I don't even know how it sounds. And so he'll visit open mics a couple times before he actually goes and perform that as a feature, or even go into the studio with the piece. So it definitely is a platform that I think that I can see artists using for all times to come.
Yeah.
Brother Trav presents Hidden Gems.
This is the last one.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Round Here Radio.
Okay. Happy Sunday, ladies and gentlemen. And we are still here live on the air at Hidden Gems with Brother Trav and Sister La. And we are having an interesting dialogue
Great
here.
dialogue.
Right. We've been talking all afternoon about the open mic. Is it relevant? Is it something that artists today should pursue? Is it something that artists shouldn't do because they don't get paid for open mic shows? Mm-hmm. You know, people feel both ways.
They do.
I'm gonna nip it all in the book.
Okay, well, Mr. Swag, why don't you get on the mic and tell us what you think,
I'm gonna nip it all in the book. This one line: talent does not equate business.
Yes.
If you cannot make money off of your God-given talent, whatever it may be, poetry, rapping, singing, whatever it is, if you can't make money off of it, nobody else can make money off of it. So again, if you don't have a minimum fan base of 50 paying customers, there is no, I don't care how talented you are, business-wise, I don't want to sound negative, you're a failure business-wise. You're talented. Right. Business-wise, you're a failure. Because
you know
this guy's
what's right?
talented.
You know
this
what's
guy's talented.
Mhm.
This guy, everybody's talented.
You know what's swag?
Where's your business at?
I'll even cut that number down to 20.
No, 50.
I'll say 20. If you can show me, listen. This is my perspective.
It's hard to get
This is my perspective as a promoter. My perspective, and this is the disclaimer that I'm going to put out there. If I host an open mic show, and you come in to get on my open mic show, and you got 20 paying customers with you, you're going to get paid. I don't care if you were a feature act, but we're going to work something out, and I'm going to make sure you get paid because you deserve to get paid. You brought 20 people. If it's $5 each, that's $100. You put $100 into the pool tonight, and so you will get something for your contribution. And that's just what we're saying. Being talented is only part of the equation. The rest of it is all up to you and your business. And so there's somebody out here that's chiming in our Facebook Live post who says that artists should get paid and they shouldn't utter a word without getting paid. And they've also added on here that there's plenty of artists out there on the radio with less talent than this particular artist thinks that they have. And that's possible, and that's because they've perfected the other half of the equation, which is not the talent, but the business part. And I promise you, whoever that guy is that's on stage with a little bit of talent that you're talking about, I mean, one that's on the radio with a little bit of talent, at some point he was on somebody's open mic. I promise you, he paid dues. And so we just want to reiterate that fact. I just think that the open mic is a pertinent platform that's been here forever and is not going to go anywhere in every city and every town.
Right. I
in
mean,
the USA.
And then just going back to the whole fact that artists were creators, and so we want to create, we want to be able to display our talents, and it's not always about the money. We are passionate people, and sometimes we just want to create. We have artists that, this is therapy for them to write and perform. And so it's also therapy to the audience. And so it's an exchange. So that feel and that vibe is always going to be something that is welcoming and inviting to the artist.
Right.
So, yeah.
And one
I think
huge
it's still
thing,
relevant.
right. And one huge thing is the opportunities that it could present. And I'm serious. I've been to open mic shows and I've gotten up on the mic and I've made some connections with some wonderful people who have opened up doors for further future opportunities where I was able to get paid. Whereas if I hung out in the living room with the remote in my hand, I would have missed out on that opportunity because I didn't go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, give thanks for the open mic. Old and new artists both can definitely benefit, as we see from the feedback that we've been getting today. So we definitely appreciate you all for joining in on the conversation. Thank you for visiting us here every Sunday at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can continue to follow us on roundhereradio.com. Also, Round Here Radio and Uprise Enterprise on Facebook. Be sure to also follow us on Twitter, Brotha Trav, Hidden Gems. All right, and so we're going to go ahead and end with some music from Madlib. Please enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace.
Happy Sunday.
All right. So we made it through another episode of Hidden Gems. Thank you again. We always appreciate the support. We always appreciate the interaction that we have with you here on Facebook Live. With us being around the world, we don't actually have a way right now where we can connect with some of these people. So we'd love to have you here with us, our fans and followers that's been with us for some time. We thank you so much for all the support over the years. Make sure that you spread the news and also give us some feedback. Your feedback is welcomed on the episode, on the music, and also make sure that you keep up with the Band of Brothers. Remember that we are having our second annual Juneteenth Festival at the May Park here in Augusta, downtown Augusta, Georgia. We're still looking for vendors and also artists and performers. artists, this will be like an open mic. It will not be a paid gig. So if you want, you can.
But it's
definitely
not
send us
like an
some
open
information.
mic
But
because
it's not like open mic. Yeah.
But
because you do have to send some information. So do contact juneteenthaugusta@gmail.com. We are wanting to get all payments for vendor booths by Tuesday, June the 8th, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And then for the artists, they're using the juneteenthaugusta@gmail, right? Okay. All right. And so thank you again. Make sure you keep up with Around Here Radio.
we appreciate you, Dawn Wilson. My God says there, Dawn Wilson Duncan. Good job at playing devil's advocate. I don't know if you're talking about a real person, but there's somebody who feels like what you were saying. Yeah.
So she said that's what I needed to hear,
so
that I'll know what to tell them.
Tag them into this because thread right
she's
here.
saying because they're dead serious about no open mics and getting paid to perform every time. But I bet you we don't even know who this person is. I bet you know Augusta doesn't know who this person
I bet
is.
you I'm not playing them on my station.
Yeah, and they're probably not being played on Round Here Radio.
Ask me if they get played on Round Here Radio. If the answer is no, then no, they don't get paid.
Oh.
Are they getting paid are they getting played on anybody's station?
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you doing, man? I'm saying go back to the drawing board and reanalyze what it is that you've chosen to do. That's what I'm saying. Because obviously there's two parts that I think might be missing. That's love and passion.
Yeah.
If you don't love doing what it is that you're doing,
we need to get that.
and you ain't got no passion for it.
All right, y'all, we got to get out the way. We got a new show starting. Yay! We got some boom back coming, y'all. Y'all stay tuned. RoundHereRadio.com.
Keep us locked.
Love y'all.
Hey, y'all ready out there?
Yeah, it's not the phone. It's not a touch screen.
No. My other, remember that.